Most of us, after having completed our education, look for a good job and start working. Our underlying passions, hobbies, hopes, thoughts, etc., get buried in our daily 9 to 6 routine. This was certainly so 3 decades back when I started working. One could not perceive earning a good income by hobbies or passions alone. Most of our life was spent in a job which we may or may not really have liked. Thankfully, things have changed. The online world has made it possible for anyone to follow their passions and earn online. Watch the rest of this video to see how you can become a passionpreneur and use your passion, your talent, your skills to create an online business and work from anywhere. Now, what or who is a passionpreneur? A passionpreneur is someone who has plugged into his or her passion and turned it into a profitable business while positively contributing to other people's life. This video will show you the 7 steps which you need to take to become a passionpreneur. Hi, Vandana Nanda here. I have worked in a corporate job for the last 30 years. Recently, I entered the online world and I realized that you do not really need to spend the rest of your life working for someone else or suppress your passions and talent. You do not need to depend on anybody else to give you a living. You can create it yourself. All of us usually have some innate talent or passion. For example, you could be very interested and passionate about fitness, cooking, health, art, craft, writing, or anything else. You can become an online passionpreneur by putting your skills, talents, and passions to use. Here are the 7 steps that you can follow to become a passionpreneur and turn your talent into a business. Step number 1. Identify your passion which you can monetize. You need to identify what is your passion and can you monetize it at all. You can be passionate about many things. If watching television is your passion, you may not be able to monetize that. These are the 3 things that you need to have absolute clarity on. What exactly is your passion? Do you have the skills for it? And is there a market demand for that? So, as you can see, these are the 3 things you look for: your passion, your skills, and the demand. And then where these 3 overlap, that's where you have to focus on. So if you have a passion for something, you must ask yourself, do you have the skills for it? If you don't currently have the skills for it, can you learn those skills? Is there a market demand for what you want to do? If there is no demand and you do have a passion, talent, and skill, you may want to reconsider and choose some other more marketable passion. So identify your passion and work towards setting a business around that. Step number 2, find your mojo. The universe does not give you what you want. The universe gives you what you deserve. Think about what problems will you be solving for others? What problems have you solved for yourself? What problems do you deeply care for and do not want others to face? Think critically on all these 3 aspects and find your mojo. What is it that you want? What is the problem that you want to solve for others? Do you want to help them lose weight? Do you want to help them get fit? Do you want to empower women? And then you must check out what problems have you solved for yourself. If you haven't been able to solve it for yourself, you may not be able to solve it for anyone else too. Were you overweight once but have lost a lot and you know exactly how to do that? Maybe that can become your business. And what is the problem that you do not really want others to face? So these 3 things can help you find your mojo. Find your mojo, define it, and write it down. Step number 3, your personal financial planning. Now, if you've been in a job all your life and you suddenly want to start a business out of the blue, it will understand that it will take you some time. You might need to acquire some new skills. You might need to spend some time in learning. You might need some additional things that you need to learn for starting a business online. While online business may not require heavy financial expenditure like that of a brick and mortar business, you do need to plan your finances. You need to have financial confidence before you start on the path to becoming a passionpreneur. If you're starting from zero or scratch, plan your finances. Have a reserve of at least 6 to 12 months, as it may take that much time to start earning anything appreciable from your business. For your online business, you will also need a running expense of at least about $100 per month, apart from what you would like to spend on your training, acquiring additional skills, learning the right way to go ahead in setting your proper business. Step number 4, build your digital assets and build your brand. In today's world, personal branding is very important. And if you brand yourself right, you can actually sell anything. So, personal branding has to be a crucial point in starting your business online. You need to build your digital real estate. You need a home where you can share your personal experiences, your passions, your training, webinar, interviews, coaching, testimonials, etc. For this, it is extremely important to create your brand resume. A brand resume is very different from a job resume. The purpose of a job resume is to get you a job, and there you focus on showcasing your skills and what you have learned all through the years and your education, etc. The purpose of a brand resume is to brand you as an authority in your field, whether it is fitness, health, cooking, women empowerment, whatever. You need to brand yourself right. Your brand resume is basically your website. It is your home. It is where you brand yourself. This is where you share your story, your passion, your problems, how you overcame your problems, and how you can help them with your knowledge and experience. You can share information which is free as well as information which you can ask your audience to pay for. For example, you could put your experiences, guidances, trainings, etc. into ebooks, coaching, or a training program. In addition, you could also promote other people's products or services as an affiliate and get commissions for them. These could be related to your niche. For example, if you are into fitness, if you're in a weight loss, maybe you could become an affiliate for a weight loss program and add that to your portfolio of offerings for your audience. If you're someone with a passion for health and fitness, your website or brand resume could share your story, what you did to get fit, how you can help others get fit. You could promote your own products or training or promote somebody else's products or training related to health and fit. You could also share healthy recipes, webinars, success stories, training testimonials, etc. These days, video is a very important part for building your personal brand. When people see you, they hear you, talk to them, they think they know you, and they do. If they can see your sincerity, your honesty, and the way you have overcome your problems, how you have solved a problem, and how you will be able to solve it for them. So you need to create your website, your brand resume. Step number 5, build up your social media to get organic leads and sales for your business. These days, everybody is online on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and multiple platforms. So, with so many people online, it really is not very difficult to find people who are interested in the same things as you and would want to know more about some things that you're selling, promoting, or helping them solve a problem. Now, social media can help you get organic leads and sales for your business without paying for any advertisements. Paid advertising can become really expensive, and social media provides a great means to get organic leads and sales on autopilot. So build yourself up on your social media platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, SoundCloud, iTunes, Alexa, etc. This may seem to be a lot of work initially, but once you have all the platforms set up, every piece of content that you create once can be shared across various platforms. And again, I will be sharing in another video how to do this. So step number 5 is build your social media following and promote your content on social media daily, following a weekly method of operation. So build your social media following to get organic leads and sales, and share your content regularly on the website to get an interested audience. Step number 6, once you have your brand resume, that is your website set, you have your social media set, then you need to get people to come over and interact with you. So for this, you need to build a system to collect leads and prospects and communicate with them on a regular basis. So this list building is very important, as you can regularly connect with your prospect. There are various tools available to build landing pages, sales funnels, and autoresponders to sell automated emails regularly to your list. People do not usually buy immediately when they find something they like. They take time to think about it, maybe look around for alternatives, and then only they take a decision. If you're just starting out, choose some simple tools which will help you create a list and communicate with them. You can share your content and also market your own and other people's products to them. So you need to create a lead magnet which will attract them. Maybe it's a free ebook, free webinar, or a free video which they can watch or read. And when they download it, you get the emails, or you direct them to your website where you can capture the details anyway. Step number 7. Now that you have a whole system in place, you have a blog, you have all your social media set up, you have a mechanism to collect leads, put them in a list, and communicate with them on a regular basis. Now is the time to create your own products. Build your own school if you want to do any training, or build your own products. If it is training or coaching on something that you want to provide, you can build your own online school very easily these days. There are some good training platforms on which you can offer your coaching or training programs. These become your products, and you can sell them over and over again to people. And you can also promote them on your website and social media. Depending on your niche, you can also create your own products like printables, ebooks, etc., which you can sell on your website, social media, and even on Amazon, etc. To sum up, let me put all the 7 steps together. Step number 1, identify your passion which you can monetize. You have a talent for, and there is a market demand for it. Step number 2, find your mojo. What problem are you solving for yourself? What problem can you solve for others? And what is the problem that you don't want others to face? Step number 3, do your personal financial planning. You will need to give this some time, 6 to 12 months at least, and you need to plan your finances. Assume that you will not be earning for 6 months to a year, and plan your finances accordingly. And also keep aside a running $100 per month to spend on various tools which are required for setting up a business like this. Step number 4, build your digital assets and your own personal brand. If you want to learn how to build your digital assets, your personal brand, and you want to build your brand resume, visit my website and I will share more details with you. Step number 5, build your social media platforms and get organic leads and sales for your business. Now, there is a very good course called the Octo Content Model, in which you can create your blog and then get leads and sales from 8 different platforms, 8 or more different social media platforms. This is a great way to set up your business, because once this is all set up, all you have to do is create content week by week, and there is even a weekly method of operation in which you can create one piece of content and share it across all social media. Step number 6, build a system to collect leads and communicate with them. Step number 7, build your own school and products. So I hope this clarifies the 7 steps that one needs to follow to become a passionpreneur. It may sound overwhelming or a little too much right now, but believe me, once you start on this path, you are never going to look back. You are never going to go back to a job again. Thank you. Vandana Nanda signing off, and have a great day. Thank you for watching or listening. I hope that this content has helped you in any way. It may have motivated you, inspired you, maybe it has triggered an idea, maybe it's gotten you out of a rut, maybe it has simply entertained you. Listen, I am just the next corporate executive and consultant who has recently ventured into the world of online marketing and personal branding. After working for almost 2.5 decades in the corporate world, I reskilled myself, clawed my way up into the digital marketing and personal branding world. I shifted into running my own online business. I've been retired from the corporate world for almost 6 months now, and I am not looking back. If you want to follow me on my journey or maybe even connect further, you can go to my blog at vandanananda.com. That's VANDANANDA.com, or you can click in the link in the description below if you're watching the video. Vandana Nanda signing off, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.